Hello everyone, this is Dean Kelley with the Georgia Transparency Coalition, and it's good to see you again today. We're talking with Robert Stokes. Robert, thank you for coming with me today.
Thank you for having me, sir. Thank you.
Robert is a candidate for the Walker County Board of Commissioners, District 4. As you know, Walker County is transitioning from a sub-commissioner to a Board of Commissioners, and that term will begin in January of next year. District 4 encompasses the west side of the county, basically the Chenango Valley, Lookout Mountain, all the way to the county line. So District 4 is a large geographic county, but each county has approximately the same numbers of voters and individuals that are in it, around 17,000. Anyway, Robert, for those that don't know you,
Yes, sir.
just give us an idea of who Robert Stokes is.
Absolutely. Born in Walker County, raised in Walker County, lived in the county all of my life except when I was in school. My career has been in healthcare. I've been in healthcare for 34 years. I started out working EMS for Hutchinson Medical Center, worked for Wilson's Ambulance Service, continued my education, and the last 25 years I've been practicing primary care medicine as a physician assistant, helping the citizens of Walker County with their healthcare needs. I've also served as a deputy coroner for Walker County, and I currently serve on the Walker County Board of Health. From an educational standpoint, I am a graduate of Dalton School of Health Occupations, Georgia Medical Institute. My undergraduate degree is from Trevecca University in Nashville. I received a post-baccalaureate degree in medicine from the University of Florida, and I also received a master's degree in medical science from the University of Nebraska in Omaha. I am a Christian, and I am a conservative, and stand for conservative values. I'm a member of the NRA, very proud member of the NRA, a member of Trout Unlimited, and also Ducks Unlimited. My wife and I, Rachel, we operate a farm on the south end of Walker County, so this time of year is a busy season for us. But we enjoy it, and it means a great deal to us to work the land and be part-time farmers. So I love Walker County, and it means a great deal, and I've enjoyed serving Walker County.
That's great. Well, obviously you're a busy man.
Busy man right
all the
now.
things that you're doing.
Yes, sir.
So, if you would, just to kind of explain to us what motivated you to want to run for one of these board seats, because obviously it's going to take up quite a bit of time and
Yes, sir.
to do the job right and dealing with your constituents and all that. So, what was the underlying motivating factor for you?
Well, having served Walker County in healthcare for 34 years, I have always wanted to help the citizens, wanted to help people, wanted to help their healthcare needs on many different levels. Many things came together for me to allow me to run for political office. I was able to, through my small business, after selling my small business, I was able to just go to basically a part-time position in healthcare, and so it enabled me to be able to serve in a little different capacity, not only in healthcare, but I would like to serve the citizens of Walker County and be their District 4 Commissioner.
Okay. What do you see as the, moving forward with Walker County, what do you see as the major issues that you would like to focus on?
Several things. Number one, currently, as everyone knows, we have been in an economy that has been stricken by COVID-19, been very difficult for small businesses. We've seen a lot of small businesses in our county, mom and pop, if you will, businesses that have just had to close their doors, and that's a shame. Very sad. So I am very pro-business. I want to see our small businesses flourish, and once we improve our economy from the COVID-19, I want to see small business expansion in our economy. I think it's very important to buy local, patronize local businesses. We patronize our small businesses. We keep them open, allow them to possibly expand and to grow, and that's what we need. I'm very interested in the economy of Walker County. Number two, owning a small farm. I'm very pro-agriculture, very pro-farming, so I want to ensure that our farmers, which is the number one industry in our county, I want to be sure that our farmers have the ability to expand their operation if possible, limit restrictions on our farmers. They don't need their hands tied. They need to be able to farm and not worry about restrictions imposed upon them. Number three, we need to work on our infrastructure in the county. We need to improve our road system, make sure our roads are being paved, maintained. It's a public safety issue. Many of the roads in District 4, when you drive down them, little bit dangerous. So, we've got to make sure our roads are solid, paved, free of obstructions in the road. Bush hogging and mowing our right-of-ways, very important, very important. We need to do that. A lot of deer in our area. Deer will jump out from high grass, and bang, you've got a collision, possibly an injury. So we want to be sure our right-of-ways are mowed and bush hogged. And finally, I am very passionate about working on our illicit drug use in the county. It is a tremendous financial drain on our county, tremendous financial drain. So many of our crimes, burglary, theft comes from drug addiction. So I want to work with our sheriff's department, work with drug task force. I was very proud to work for Sheriff Steve Wilson in the jail medical clinic for 16 years, so I was on the front lines of that. I know how illicit drug abuse impacts our county from an economic standpoint as well as a societal standpoint.
Well, let's follow up on some of those.
Sure.
One I want to follow up on is, as you stated correctly, the coronavirus has an impact all across the country, but certainly in our state and in our county.
Yes.
I don't know how our revenues have been affected in our county. I'm sure they have. I know they've been affected a great deal on the statewide level.
Yes.
So when you get into office next year, there may be pressure to raise taxes. I'm not saying there will be, but there may be. I mean, whatever the bottom line budget is, I don't know. I guess we have to wait and see when that comes out this fall.
Sure.
So how do you feel about the possibility of raising taxes? Is that something you want to resist as much as you possibly can, or is that something you're willing to deal with if we have to?
We want to resist as much as possible. As a conservative, I'm not a tax guy. So we want to keep taxes where they are, not raise taxes. We've been very fortunate in Walker County. Our unemployment has came down statistically over the last couple of months, which is great. That is wonderful. That's very encouraging. And we've also seen sales tax stay steady, sales tax revenue stay steady, and that's very good. So we want to hopefully continue that path, continue unemployment to lower, continue with our sales tax revenue, which that will allow us to keep taxes as they are. If elected, I definitely do not want to raise taxes.
Okay. And on economic development,
Yes.
There has been some criticism of the Development Authority that they haven't done enough in Walker County. And you mentioned an emphasis on small business, which I agree with that.
Yes.
We need to, because let's face it, small business is the one that carries the load, not big business.
Yes, sir.
So, do you have any ideas or any conjecture on how the Development Authority can be used to help maybe create some kind of incubation program to help with small business in Walker County?
One thing I think would be very, very helpful, and several small business owners have mentioned this to me. I think as a county, it would be very helpful if we listed on the county website small businesses. I think that would be very important. People can look at these small businesses, patronize these small businesses. I spoke with a gentleman the other day who owns a sawmill. It's been very difficult for him. And I think if he could get some name recognition out there based on he is in the county, I think that would be very helpful. We've got to spotlight our small businesses. Very, very important. Our small business restaurants, barber shops, beauty shops, auto repair. We need to spotlight these businesses and encourage basically residents to patronize those. We want to buy local, hire local, spend our dollars locally.
Yeah, that would be great. Even I don't actually just thinking out loud. That would be maybe a good thing that they'll talk about, like Walker Rocks, for example.
Yes.
If they could expand that program maybe to highlight
Absolutely.
different businesses each week, or however often they do those on videos or whatever.
Absolutely.
And like I said, and promote buying
Yes.
shop in Walker County.
Most definitely. I think that will encourage other businesses to look at relocating to Walker County and spark that entrepreneurial spirit. I was a small business owner in Walker County for 20 years. Had a great business in the Rossville area. I think Rossville is an up-and-coming area. I think it would be a great place for people to look at starting a small business. And that's what it's all about. That's the American dream.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of Rossville, as we know, Rossville has great potential, but it also has a ton of problems.
Yes, sir.
Both economic and demographic and all of those issues. And plus, we know that there's if you talk to Steve Wilson, which I know you have, our sheriff, we also know that drug trafficking and the encroachment of some of those gangs or criminals coming across the state line into Georgia, and then they just jump back and forth.
Yes.
Do you have any ideas? Because I know you're not going to be the sheriff, but do you have any ideas on how that issues could be dealt with up there?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, having worked in the jail system for 16 years, when I basically was seeing patients, I had the opportunity to see where the demographics of where people actually come from, where they were arrested at. A lot of arrests in Rossville. And the Sheriff's Department definitely does a lot of Rossville backup for Rossville Police Department. And that is a very good agency. They work very hard. I definitely think that the community needs to get behind our law enforcement. Basically, a see something, say something type mentality. If you see drug activity, you see questionable activity, gang activity, it needs to be reported, it needs to be investigated. That is the only way that we're going to get in front of that. The Rossville community, a lot of hardworking people, honest people, and we want to ensure that their safety is paramount, as well as getting rid of the crime and getting rid of the gang issues.
Absolutely. Switch gears a little bit, just talk about the Board of Commissioners. This is going to be brand new for Walker County, or since World War II, anyway.
Brand new.
So, and of course, Shannon has already been. I don't think he's going to be challenged, so he will be the chairman of the board. And of course, the dynamics of our county government is going to change greatly, because rather than one person being in charge, we're going to have a board, and there's got to be cooperation. And of course, people that I talked to, just like in Murray County, they went to a sub-commissioner, from a sub-commissioner to a board of commissioners, then went back to a sub-commissioner. So they had difficulty. So this first board of commissioners is going to be extremely important as far as moving Walker County forward. So what is going to be your philosophy as far as dealing with these other board members and having some unity, instead of potentially each board member being just primarily focused on their district and Alva County as a whole?
Yes. One word: collaboration. My science and medicine background has taught me to collaborate with others. In primary care, we're the gatekeeper. We collaborate, we work with, problem solve with other specialties to take care of the patient. And so I am well trained in collaboration, well trained in problem solving, and I'm an easy guy to work with. I want Walker County to flourish. I want to, if elected, work with the other commissioners. Obviously, I represent District 4, but I also represent Walker County. So I want to ensure that the entire county is flourishing and doing well. And that's ultimately my goal.
Okay. Robert is in a runoff with Alan Painter. Early voting is going on now, with the general election being on August 11th. Now, you have an event coming up this weekend, don't you?
Yes, sir. We have a meet and greet at the Dinner Bell in the Flintstone, Chattanooga Valley area. And if you've never been to the Dinner Bell, they've got wonderful food. You can look at me and tell I enjoy it. So it's a great place. I would love for folks to come out and visit. I'd love to meet some folks, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, I would encourage you to come out to the Dinner Bell, meet Robert, and listen to some of his ideas in a little bit more detail, and make an informed decision on your vote for the Board of Commissioners in District 4. Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Could I ask you to please visit robertstultz.com or find me on Facebook? I would greatly appreciate that, and I would greatly appreciate your vote. Thank you so much.
Thank you.